Kirsten from Lambie's Nursery, and it has been a super long time since I've done a nursery tour because I've actually moved. So let me show you guys the new nursery. So I actually moved like in October is when I moved into this house, but it took me a while to decide and figure out what I wanted to do. At first I had a nursery in the garage, and then turns out it gets really hot in my garage, and it wasn't safe for the dolls, and it's really hot for me to be in there during the day. So I turned our little guest room into a nursery. Not gonna lie here, guys, me and Ethan are not super rich. All we could really afford in our new town is a really small 2-bedroom house, and the second bedroom is pretty small, and since my parents live so close, we had to have it be a guest room for them, and also I have a lot of other stuff, so this is like the hobby guest room baby room. See right here, this quote-unquote backdrop is actually the guest room mattress. So when my parents actually do come over, we're gonna have to move the crib, the flower, and everything else and put down the bed. So this room, it has so many functions to us. But sometimes when you don't have a lot of money, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's kind of what this video is about, is how to make a reborn nursery when you don't have a ton of space or a ton of money. So first off, we have tiny little baby Juliet in this vintage kids stroller from the early 1900s. My parents found it at an auction house near where they live, and it is gorgeous. I love it. I think it's a perfect decoration and a perfect prop for pictures. I think it's adorable. And my dear friend Milkweed Nursery over on Instagram painted me this lovely sign. It's a perfect decoration for my nursery, right? And then there's that mattress I told you about with really pretty string lights over it, and this gorgeous cradle. So the cradle, Ethan found it at a yard sale a month ago, maybe less, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's just flat out gorgeous. The people said they never used it. They thought they wanted it for their baby, but then decided they'd rather get rid of it. And they got rid of it super cheap, so we lucked out. I feel like this is the prettiest reborn prop I could ever have. It is gorgeous. And then my neighbors, 2 months ago, were giving away this fake rose plant, and I just love the crib and the rose plant next to each other. I think they complement each other so well. I don't know, this crib is just perfect and it rocks. I have the little brakes on right now, but when I take them off, it rocks, and it is amazing. Then moving right along to the window, I have one of those Himalayan salt lamps. I think it's pretty. And then I keep all these stuffed bunnies up here on the window. And below the window right now are where I'm keeping some of the girls. So I have a bouncer that I use for pictures and videos, and then I have 2 car seats. I don't even know how I ended up owning 2. I guess I do. It's a really weird story from when I first started the Reborn hobby. Babies R Us was closing when I joined the Reborn hobby. And so I went there and I ended up getting this car seat and a weird stroller that didn't have any kind of seat attached to it. I got them for super cheap. And turns out this car seat and that weird stroller didn't go together. So I ended up having a car seat and a really useless thing that I ended up giving away to another family. And when I saved up my money enough, I was able to get a stroller that had a car seat combined, and that was that one. It's a Minnie Mouse stroller. I don't keep the stroller in here because I already have a stroller in here. I'll show you guys. Anyways, now I have 2 car seats. And over by the car seats, I have my really messy desk. All of that is just random mess. And then I also collect Tamagotchis. I've collected them since I was 12, so I have a whole bunch of them, and they're just scattered all over my desk because this is the only place I could think of to also keep my Tamagotchis. I have me and Ethan's adventure book from when we got married. It tells our love story, and then everybody signed it on the back. I love this. It's so cute. And I keep this nearby at all times just because I love it so much. yeah, this is mostly just a mess. I try to make it not a mess, but I'm kind of a messy person, so I do my best. I kind of have to accept that in some places in my life, I am going to be very pretty, like over where that crib is, and then others, I'm going to be a complete mess. And then moving on, I have my huge Mungus double stroller. It's basically a limousine, and that stays in here because it's really hard to fold up. And we haven't figured out how to fix the back tires yet. They're always falling off when I try to push this thing. So right now it is just parked in here. But this is where the twins stay in their stroller, and they love it. They have all kinds of fun things to do. They've knocked over their sippy cups. They got into the donuts. They have a lot of fun here. And then I see a toy at the bottom. They're always having a blast. In the closet, I've got a bunch of like photography junk over there. Like I said, I'm kind of a mess. I do my best to make my clutter in specific places and not too bad, but you know, sometimes I fail a little bit. But here is where I keep my special American Girl doll hut. It's from like Leah's collection in 2016. And I've kept it all these years, and it's just a special little house for Joss. And then here's my custom American Girl doll friend made for me. I guess I could call this stuffed animal shelf. I have so many cool things right here. So this is an American Girl doll, Truly Me #4. She's been retired for years and years. I found her at a thrift store for super cheap in box. Like, that's amazing and unheard of. So she'll be staying in my collection forever. And then stuffed animals Ethan and I have gotten over the years. This is a special stuffed animal I've had since I was a little girl. And my grandmother, who's been passed away for 7 or 8 years now. Yeah, 8 years now. She gave me this when I was 13, so I keep it in a special place. And then my best friend made me that a few years ago, and I love her to pieces, so she stays in that special spot. And then this is also American Girl doll shelves. So I have 3 of my historicals sitting on the shelf, and all my American Girl books go here on this shelf. And then I have even more books, so here are the rest of the bookshelves. Yeah, I really like to read. That's one of my hobbies. I don't think I tell you guys that much. Here is the work shelf where Ethan and I put special things we've earned over the years from our work. And another little doll that my friend made me. This time she's in her military uniform. And I'm so bad. I don't have a space for all my dolls. I need to figure that out. I've been thinking of getting like a changing table and putting each on a compartment. But for now, 4 of them sit on a rug. I interchange who is sitting where, but it seems that 4 always have to be on the floor. So yeah, that's my nursery. It's not the greatest or coolest thing around, but I think it's beautiful. It makes for some really pretty pictures. It's been making for some cool videos, so I hope you guys do like it. And I hope you guys can also see that you don't have to have the most expensive stuff. I don't think anything I have really costs that much money. I think it was all like secondhand, except for the car seats. And sometimes in life, we just don't have enough space to have a reborn nursery. I mean, these dolls are not real, so they don't really need a nursery. This is just for fun. So sometimes we have to do things like this where your nursery is also a guest room, also a library, also where you do your homework sometimes, or keep all your work stuff, all your awards from work. I have seen people who have made reborn nurseries out of closets. Like, as long as you just make a special place that makes you happy, that's all you really need. And for some people that's a closet, for some people that's a whole house or a whole room, and for some that might just be a little box next to your bed. Any way you do it, as long as it makes you happy, that is totally fine. Now before I go, a few of you have been asking for a updated collection video, and I don't want to do a whole video, so I'll just go back around the room, give you the names of the dolls, and tell you who's in the collection right now. This is Juliet. Like I said in the beginning, she's the Ariel by Priscilla Lopez, painted by Chelsea by Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. And here's Luna. She's the Rosalie sculpt by Olga R. I never pronounce her name right, but she's also painted by Chelsea by Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. You're gonna get a theme here. Most of my dolls are painted by Chelsea by Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. If you want one of her dolls, in every single one of my videos I have ever posted on YouTube, if you click down in the description, you can find a link down in her, excuse me, you can find her website down below in that description. And here is Liberty. She is the Edley sculpt by Alyssa Marks. Also, she's painted by Chelsea. And she's a cuddle baby. I love her. She is so cute. Perfect newborn size and so much fun. Here is my newest little girl. She is Ariel, and she is the Reborn Ever kit. Also painted by Chelsea by Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. Here is Ella. She is a Baby Clon sculpt. She is the silicone doll by Baby Clon. And I have to throw this out here. I do not support Baby Clon. They are not great. They like to steal sculpts. But I did not know that before I bought this doll. I bought this doll like third or fourth hand. Like, she has been passed around the community a lot. And I don't plan on selling her because I don't want to give anyone a doll that has been, you know, she's kind of a scam, and I feel bad ever selling her. So she is a forever baby here. Let me just reiterate, I do not support Baby Clon, but she's here and I love her. She has been a total joy to have in my collection. Next, over in the stroller, we have Stella. She is the Maddie sculpt by Bonnie Brown, painted by Chelsea Pumpkin Sparkles Baby. And here is her twin sister Ruby, also the Maddie sculpt by Bonnie Brown, also painted by Chelsea by Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. So, starting from the right is Paisley. Let me take that binky from you, Paisley. She is the James sculpt by Sandy Faber, and she's painted not by Chelsea. She's painted by Ollie Art Studio, I think is her name. She's over on eBay. And then here's baby Ethan. He's the Ethan sculpt by Nicole Russell, and he's basically Ethan's little twin, also painted by Chelsea by Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. Here is the first baby I got from Chelsea. She is the Reborn Evelyn kit, and she's painted by Chelsea. I love her. And finally, here is Miss Harmony. She's the Kinsley kit by Sandy Faber, and also painted by Chelsea. So that's it, guys. That's my nursery tour and my collection update. I hope you guys found it fun and informative, and I hope you guys don't feel like you have to have this big, intricate, expensive nursery to be in the community, because you really don't. I'm working with this crazy room that I've turned into all kinds of things. And some people work with the closet, so you're fine, guys. I love you so much. You are so wonderful and so creative and so smart, and you can get through anything. I hope you have a great and wonderful rest of your week. Bye, guys.